Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to show you how I use my new favorite brow product. This is by Pixi. It's the Natural Brow Duo, and this is my absolute favorite product to fill in brows. It is so convenient that it has two products in one, and I just love the results that I get with this. So it comes with a retractable pencil on one side, and the pencil is actually shaped like an eyeliner brush, an angled eyeliner brush. So it makes it very easy to fill in the brows, and I actually prefer that shape as opposed to like an Anastasia brow wiz. I think that this works a lot better. And then on the other side you have a tinted brow gel, and the spoolie is very small and tiny, which is perfect for getting the brows hairs in place, because if you use a really big spoolie it can get kind of messy and you can end up getting product all over the place. So I really like that it has a very small spoolie. And so I don't know if I already mentioned, but my color is deep brunette. So I'm going to show you step by step how I fill in my brows to achieve this look here. And I really like how they're a lot softer and they don't look so harsh. So I'm going to show you step by step how I use this. So if you want to see how I use it, then just keep watching. Okay you guys, so these are my brows completely naked, no product, no nothing. And I am in the process of growing them out still. I have been growing them out forever. And I do my eyebrows by myself. I don't get them threaded. I just usually will pluck the bottom part and then I'll wax the top to really get it nice and clean. So this is what they look like. And when I start my brows, I usually like to brush them up. And if I have any brows that are super long, I will just trim that. But for now they look pretty good, so I'm just going to brush them up. And so I start off with the pencil, and I usually start about here. And notice that I'm just kind of feathering in the product, and I'm using like practically no pressure whatsoever, very, very lightly. And I'm just going to feather in the bottom part of my brow first. And the guideline that I like to use is that I like to just kind of go straight across here and then kind of work on the arch right here on the bottom. So I'm just going to feather it in very lightly and start getting that shape going. And you notice that I don't start at the very beginning. I usually kind of leave that blank because I like it to be lighter here in the front. So kind of how your brow naturally looks. I just want it to be a little bit lighter, so I'll just go straight up right here in this area. I don't go back and forth like I did over here. I go up and down. I'm basically just drawing in some hairs. And you can kind of see here we already have the shape. It's already looking a whole lot better. And if you want any part of the brow to be a lot darker, then you're just going to apply a lot more pressure. Anywhere that you want it to look really soft, then you just apply barely any pressure. So like down here where I'm kind of really bald in this area, hair just doesn't want to grow there, so I usually make it really dark right here so it has even color distribution throughout my brow. And so now that that's done, now I can kind of work on the top right here. And again, I'm not starting at the very beginning of my brow. I'm kind of just starting a quarter of the way. And then I'm just going to start creating the outline of the shape that I want. And I always like my tail to be a lot longer. So I always kind of just draw it out just a little bit more, just because I really like the way it looks. So I just make it a little bit longer on the tail. And then over here I'm just going to extend it a little bit more as well. Just because I like the way it looks. Like I like my brows to look really long and not so short, so I always kind of cheat that and just make it look a little bit longer. And so this is my brow filled in, and so now I will go in with a clean spoolie and I will just smooth out all of the pencil. And when you do this, you can kind of even see the shape a little bit better. Like here, I can kind of see that it's not perfect. So I will go in and fix that. And it also just softens up the whole entire look. which I really like. So now I'm just going to go back in and fix the tail of the brow. Make it a little bit more even. And then once you're happy with how it looks, which I'm pretty happy the way it came out, then you can go ahead and set it with the gel. And I'm just going to brush up all my hairs, just like this. And then when I come to the tail, I kind of just brush them towards the temple, and then brush the outer part down. And if you have too much brow gel, you can always just go in with your clean spoolie and then just pick up a little bit of the excess gel. So here are what my brows look like with just the pencil, but I always like to go in and clean them up and make it look really sharp. And so I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer. This one is by CoverGirl, and it's a Simply Ageless concealer. It's just in this little pot. And I am using a Sonia Kashuk concealer brush. And I like this one because it's kind of curved, so it just makes it a little bit easier to carve out the brow. So I'm just going to take a small amount of concealer. You don't want to take too much concealer. And I always kind of start off really low just to make sure that I don't have a lot of product, and then I'll go in and kind of creep up onto the brow. And so if you made any mistakes before here, you can correct anything. And it also gives you a nice base for your eyeshadows as well as a nice highlight. And so just little by little, you kind of just want to clean up that under eye area. And then without putting any more product onto my concealer brush, I'm just taking whatever is on there already and just very lightly cleaning up this top part of my brow. Just slightly cleaning it up, not really trying to carve it out, just cleaning up any of that tinted brow gel. So here you can see the difference between the two brows. This one has nothing and this one has the Pixi Brow Duo, and you can see that it makes a huge difference in the shape of your brow, and your brows still look pretty natural. So now just go ahead and fill in my other brow. I hope that you guys found this video helpful and that you learned something different, and let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about anything. I will be sure to answer them. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you in my next video.